Alright, hope everybody's having a good Thursday. It's just been a little strange here today, but I have an interesting video for you, and this is totally purely by accident. I'm not making this up. So I was watching several people, and one person on YouTube keeps showcasing a lunchbox or two from their collection, and I was just thinking, let's just see what I have here. And I just buy these every once in a while just to throw in a corner of my house and store things in. And I thought, well, let me just see what I have. And boy, geez, I had a lot of them, and I did not really realize. So many, in fact, that I couldn't display this inside all at once. So I just came out to the old barn and got a little light here. See if we can see. Maybe we'll add some more light. Hopefully this will take care of that. That'll help a little bit here. So why don't we start off with the first one here. There's a Rambo lunchbox. That is really pretty neat. Now I'll let you know that most of these have come from like Goodwills and flea market swap meets, and I've usually paid $5 or less. There was a time or two I spent $10 or more, but really not very much. I'll just quickly show you the backs of each one of them. And that one there, and that is the same as the front, so there's really no reason there. A lot of these have stuff stored in them, and like this Dukes of Hazzard is missing its handle. This Dukes of Hazzard is in really good condition. I mean, this is the kind that you would find in really beat up, ruined condition. I believe this Empire Strikes Back one, I got a comic book shop when I visited my cousin many years ago for $5. Can you believe that? A comic book shop for $5? That's not going to happen these days. I picked up an Indiana Jones action figure, missing like one finger, but he had his accessory belt for $5 as well, so that was a heck of a deal. I've got this Hardy Boys Mysteries one here, and little did I know I already had one, so I have a duplicate of these in much worse condition. Sean Cassidy and Parker Stevenson, so that's really pretty cool. I've been on the lookout for one from the 70s called Apple's Way. I found a picture of me from like my first day of preschool or whatever it was, and I was carrying that one. I could just make that out just barely. Here's a Sesame Street one. It's got lots of marker and pin on it, which might come out, but again, it's also missing the handle. One of these days I'm going to find what they call donor boxes and get some handles, but people want a lot for the handles anymore, so there's that one. This one here is just countries of the world to make it look like suitcase luggage. And again, this one's missing its handle. It's got stuff in it. I collect vintage toys in them. That's mostly what goes in there. Sometimes the thermoses go in there, and I'll show you those in a second here. This bat one I got at a local thrift store in town here for $10. I can't remember if I had like $9.75 or whatever it was, but it was really close. I said, would you take it? And I think she said sure. She had another lunchbox, but I didn't grab it. For whatever reason, I didn't grab that one. I was kind of low on funds then, but I figured, you know what, I'll grab this one. That is worth it, definitely. And unfortunately, it too is missing the handle. This one here, Lunch with Snoopy, has a thermos, but it's down below. And somebody found it at the Goodwill bins and said, do you collect Snoopy? I said, I sure do. I'll take it. Thank you. Now this one here, Indiana Jones, is one of my favorite boxes here, Temple of Doom box. I know some people not really care for Temple of Doom, but I like it. And this is heavier than heck because I got part of my coin collection in there. I just totally forgot. There's Willie Scott, Short Round, and Indiana Jones right there. Then we have a plastic lunchbox right here of Alf. I don't think I have the thermos for that one. This Knight Rider is the first one that I've saved for my collection. Not that I've had, but I got this at a garage sale for 10 cents. One of my one of my classmates was having a garage sale. Everything was 5 and 10 cents, and my brother and I had a huge laugh over it. Here's a plastic Droids lunchbox. That's really pretty neat. It's got a crack in the top, but I mean top right here, but who cares? Care Bears lunchbox. These are all metal. They make metal lunchboxes now for mostly decorative, but they just are not made the same quality. Here's the Fall Guy. That is one of my rustiest ones that I own, and the reason why I kept this is because, well, it still has a pretty good handle. I'm sorry. I did have Rowan and Martin Laugh-In lunchbox, but it rusted through, and I just couldn't, that just made me ill to have that in the collection. I don't remember if that had a handle that I took off of it, I don't know. Here's Jim Henson's Muppets lunchbox, and we saw the Sesame Street one earlier. This one is heavy as well because it's got stuff on it, but it's got the star of the show, Kermit, on the back of it. Now we get into the other thermoses here. There's a UFO thermos. I'm not sure where that one came from. The Power Rangers probably came with a plastic lunchbox. Here is a U.S. Post Office thermos in almost mint condition. I'm not 100% sure that's the original cap that goes with it, but sometimes you can find caps. Here's a Snoopy and Woodstock thermos, and that goes to that yellow lunchbox. Here's a Disney World thermos. Bionic Woman thermos. Fat Albert thermos. I think I bought that on eBay many years ago. We just thought that was hilarious. I mean, look at how big Albert is. And then we got a Captain Planet. That probably came with a plastic lunchbox. And we got this Junior Miss thermos right here. And that Junior Miss thermos goes to the Junior Miss. I found that at the Goodwill bins, and somebody said, "Oh wow, I had that when I was a kid," but I didn't feel like giving that up because I had dug for it. If these things are at the outlets in the bins, be sure it would only be there 5 seconds before somebody spots it, and it'll be in somebody's cart. Or if not, they'll go to another person's cart and another person's cart, and you'll never get one if you don't see it first. Then I've got another lunchbox here, missing a handle again. We got Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse Club here, no handle, but again, probably a bins purchase, and that is really pretty cool there. Then my oldest lunchbox in the collection is this one here. And this is again a metal lunchbox, but it's got a leather handle, a very ancient leather handle, and it opens from the side here. If I can try to get it open here. There we go, noisy. It opens from the side like this, like a mailbox, and it's got a spot for a thermos on the top there. That is really cool to have that one. And I've got it kind of temporarily resting on my bicycle there. First time I had it set up, the board crashed and all the things fell. And then you can see here is my duplicate Hardy Boy Mysteries one there. It's really faded on the top, and it's more rusty than you would think. It's clean on the inside. I can open and show you. I mean, if somebody wanted it, but it would just cost a lot for shipping. There's some rust in there, but it's pretty clean on the inside, but it's faded and pitted. And that other one is a lot better paint on that one. But if somebody wanted that, I'd have to sell it to them with a bunch of stuff in it to make it worthwhile. Nothing valuable, but it's just a bunch of loose toys or something like that. But anyway, that is my lunchbox collection. I have found everything you see here at thrift stores, and one eBay purchase. I think the Fat Albert was the one eBay purchase many years ago before I knew what I was doing. I'm missing a Jonathan Livingston Seagull thermos, which I cannot find, and I'll just scoot back here, and everybody can see the collection in its entirety, and hope you enjoy that a different video this time, and thank you for watching.